worked his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Jalen Phillips on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
They'll go again to Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He was brought down by Zach
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Brings up third and 1.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
15 yards. That's another Vikings first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Here's a diving catch right side. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's good.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
A gain of 19 yards.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And a nice stiff arm that opens room to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. They go again with Scott. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Scott. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Gain of 4 yards.
Chandler is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2.
The Vikings will line up.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It works.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're at 1 or 2, a field goal can still get you.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Hurts to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Hurts sets up to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Hurts. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Third and long.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the
Second and 6.
Second and 6.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Chandler. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Straight ahead, here's Mason. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got a hold. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Trimmer.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission,